private sector must be allowed to thrive and grow. The private sector must be supported to contribute its share to the economic upliftment agenda of Ghana and not merely be seen as a tax revenue avenue. To achieve this, it is imperative that businesses must be allowed to assume their separate legal entity status and not be treated as spoils of war or collateral damage for the unhealthy sins of even dubious political targeting of their owners. It makes sense to prosecute business owners who have breached the law, but by God, we should still allow the businesses that they superintended to thrive. In my period in government, we initiated efforts to consolidate the marginal gains Ghana was making in the private sector-led growth. We, with the support of our development partners, successfully pursued initiatives in the private sector development strategy. We initiated efforts to streamline business registration process, launched the collateral registry to improve access to funding for business, implemented mechanisms to ease business closures when required, and generally improved the business climate. We are determined in the next NDC government to initiate various efforts to improve productivity, especially the value added per worker index, where Ghana seriously lags behind other competing African countries. The current system for tax offsets is laborious and arbitrary. I intend to have further engagements with the private sector about how to simplify the process and eliminate the arbitrariness in its application. It should be possible for the Ghana Revenue Authority to efficiently allow businesses that are entitled to a refund or have surplus input VAT credit to offset same against other tax type from different tax handles. The modality for easing the implementation of this intervention is something I want to engage more with the private sector on. Currently, businesses are inundated with various tax handles and experimental efforts in revenue mobilization. Aside the confusing mechanisms of politicking with the benchmark rates, the numerous tax handles imposed recently and the very experimental taxes, I dare suggest the obvious that tax mechanisms must be scientifically considered. Taxation must be anchored in intelligent, broad-based data analytics and not parochially skewed efforts merely at finding more money to waste on frivolous government expenditures. My position is that the timing of the new tax handles is problematic, as it does not take into consideration sufficiently the adverse impact COVID-19 and the long period of macroeconomic stability has had on Ghanaian business. Businesses need time to build up their agility and shock absorption capacity, and hence the new tax handles coming at this time may be counterproductive in the medium to long term. I'm also aware of the competitive nature of attracting both local and foreign investments, and I fail to see how this knee-jerk approach to taxation provides Ghana with a competitive edge to attract more investors. Unfortunately, the content of a badly negotiated IMF deal only assures us of more nervous days for business from high utility costs and constrained demand from reduced purchasing power of your customers. Added to this pain is the perilous eroding of the capital base of our financial intermediation system through dubious business closures and unhealthy political targeting. It really is a worrying scene, witnessing the ease with which a government that cannot create jobs can easily collapse businesses.